What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and thank you for joining me for this Midday Monologue Monday. I know it doesn't look like midday, because it's not when I'm filming it. It will when it drops. I have to drop a video every day of the week. Different video, different day of the week. So come by and check us out. We always have a video going down for the day. Now, thematically, I wanted to be out here for the early morning, the darkness, to talk about this subject. As you may have seen, from the thumbnail, I'm talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Specifically, what happens when a party member gets afflicted? I don't mean with the common cold. I don't mean the sneezes and the drizzle and the drippy nose. I'm even talking about a stomach virus. You don't want to get a stomach virus when you're in the middle of a dungeon. No, I'm talking about lycanthropy. Yeah, it can absolutely ruin a party. Okay, so recently, depending on how I drop this, I'm hoping this drops like right after what I'm talking about, but we'll see. Recently, I had the disease, the magical disease of lycanthropy afflict the party. This isn't the first time it's happened. I actually remember years ago it happened to my friend Pat and his half-orc paladin of Heronius, Var, succumbing to, through the will of Heronius, was allowed to succumb and become a werebear. That was a very specific campaign. This, there was no plan, no rhyme, no reason whatsoever. The party was facing were-rats, and two of the party members got bit. One made the save, the other, being Ron and his fighter, they failed. It was more than 24 hours before they realized that he had failed a save, versus, how do you know that in-game your characters don't know that? So by the time they realized he was afflicted with it, he was too late for Wolfsbane. Now again, different editions of D&D will handle this differently. I'm primarily talking about 3rd edition, because that's when this all went down on me. In fact, the different editions of Dungeons & Dragons, the Monster Manual, will have different write-ups for, about, and concerning lycanthropy. Now, one of the things that's pretty much standard that I just kind of mentioned, is werebears. Werebears are chaotic good. There are no other good, unless something has changed in a newer edition, there are no other good were creatures. They're all evil to some degree or another. Lawful evil, chaotic evil, neutral evil. So when a party member gets turned into a were creature of the night, yeah, that can be very disruptive to the party. What's the DM supposed to do? Get rid of the character? Turn it into an NPC? That's one of the main options. So I decided to handle things a little bit differently. Now, normally I don't allow evil characters in the party. There's been a few exceptions over the years, but generally, no, I don't allow really evil characters, evil alignments in the party. So this was going to be muy disruptive, Now, I had remembered, I didn't bother looking it up for 3rd edition because I remembered it from all the other editions, so I just DM'd it. I just went with it. What I'm talking about here is a magical item, practically an artifact almost, but usually not listed as one. That the game title for it is Helm of Opposite Alignment. Now, this will basically, unless your DM wishes otherwise, this will any person that puts on a helm of opposite alignment will, as the name suggests, have their alignment flipped. So if you're chaotic evil, you become lawful good, right? Got it? Easy to follow. So what I decided to do was create my own side quest. Now, we were playing the module Speaker in Dreams, so there was nothing written in the module about dealing with the were-rats. Other than their stat blocks and where they're appearing and, to attack with them and stuff like that. But nothing as far as if a party member gets bitten and contracts lycanthropy, becomes a were-rat. And that's what happened to Ron. Which is really interesting because Ron started off as lawful neutral, became a were-rat, and became chaotic, became lawful evil. And then the helm we got on him, then from lawful evil made him chaotic good. So he's been doing really well with playing out the different attitude and personalities that go with these shifts in personality. Now, on a side note, I didn't call it the helm of opposite alignments because in game I don't think the characters are really going to have that concept of what alignment are you. Sure, they can understand how you are aligned ethically and morally, but it's not really phrased like that in D&D. What's your alignment? My alignment is this. So instead, that's what I changed it to, was the helm of moral opposition, or moral and ethical opposition is what I did. And I think that worked well. It's a nice little workaround for it. But that's what I did. We had to wait until Ron was about to change into the were-rat, and he's wearing his full plate armor. So we turned into a were-rat. We turned into a dire-rat, and so he just falls basically into his armor. So the helm was a big one-piece helmet. So they just, as he was coming out, they made their successful attack roll and clamped it on the armor as the dire rat was trying to come out. You follow me? So its alignment changed from lawful evil to chaotic good. So now we have a chaotic good were-rat in the party. So that's been working great. Like I said, Ron's been handling his alignment change, has been dealing with it very professionally as a player. I've been really enjoying him doing that. Now that raises another question. Who in the party now wants to become a chaotic good were-rat? Because Ron doesn't want to spread it. He's also, I love the way he's playing it out there. He doesn't want to spread it and start a colony of were-rats based on him. And of course, the chaotic gnome illusionist in the party, Renrick, Orion's just been dying for Ron to bite him. He's not the only one in the party. He's just the strongest vocal person to, come on, bite me, come on, bite me, bite my hand, bite my finger. How do you propose to deal with lycanthropy? With lycanthropy. How are you dealing with it? Are you handling it like I am? Like trying to find a workaround, a legal workaround in the rules? Or are you just forcing that character to become an NPC? Those are some of the ways that, the way that I dealt with it. Because it really can be very disruptive to the party. If you're running a good party, you can't have a were creature in it. Unless you have a workaround, like I did. So, those are my quick thoughts on lycanthropy and how I handled it in a current campaign. Has this happened to you? Has your campaign been afflicted with lycanthropy? And if so, how did you deal with it? I think it's a fair question. I think more DMs should make videos on how they deal with things like lycanthropy, because they can hit a party out of the blue. Vampires got to turn you into a vampire. All you got to do is just, successfully, all you got to do is fail a save after being bit or scratched by a were creature, and that's it, you're done. So, what are your thoughts on handling lycanthropy? Before the sun comes out and I change back, I'm a were DM. All right, thanks for listening to me. I'm your buddy Big John at G. And put in the comments. We want to know what you think of lycanthropy in D&D.